Gil's that time again.
Himalaya time.
There it is, Himalaya time. It's our favorite app because it's our home. And you'll like it too because it might just be, we like to make big statements here, might just be the best damn podcast out there. So if you don't have it, get familiar, download it now. If you're a podcaster or a fan, Himalaya is designed with you in mind and has a ton of cool features like curated, shareable playlists and collections made just for you, along with personalized recommendations to help with content discovery. And the best part is, it's super easy to use. It's definitely our favorite listening app, and we're sure it'll be yours too. So do yourself a favor, download the Himalaya app, and be sure to follow the No Chill Podcast over there. And nobody else.
I mean, you can follow other people, but
just us.
Okay, just us.
Us first. How's that?
Just us first.
Us first. All right. On this episode of the No Chill Podcast, we're back and just in time as the NBA season gets underway. Fresh off the opening game of the two best teams in the league, Gil reports back from taking in the Lakers versus Clippers at Staples Center. Aside from Kawhi and LeBron, Agent Zero looks to how the coaches should manage the personnel on these rosters if they want to run the table. As he sees it, while they need to figure out rotations at this point in the season, they better establish their identity before their opponents make them pay. He also sets up what the season should bring for emerging stars Donovan Mitchell, Trae Young, Buddy Hield, and RJ Barrett. As for this year's top pick, he sees a way back for Zion from injury issues early in his rookie campaign. We're getting right into it. We're back quickly. We never left. It's No Chill Podcast. Remember, you can get every episode as soon as they drop on the Himalaya app or wherever you get your podcast. And also, don't forget to check out each episode on the No Chill channel on YouTube. All right, Gil, we're back. All right, and right on time.
Right on time.
All right, yeah. It's like a little,
a day off.
A little pause.
Yeah,
pause. Well, it's like season, so it's the start of a new season. I hope you enjoyed everything that we did over the summer. So here we are. We're back, and you just went to the season opener, Lakers-Clippers. Oh, Clippers-Lakers. I don't know who gets top billing anymore.
Clippers-Lakers.
No, it's Lakers-Clippers because it's home game.
Yeah, so it's
for the Clippers
home game.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. So the reason we say it like that is we have to define it's going to be a rivalry. Right?
Like I understand what LeBron was saying. This ain't a rivalry because of the season just started. But it is a rivalry.
It is a rivalry.
Because it's not a rivalry for LA versus LA.
It actually is. It is LA versus LA. That's the rivalry. That's like the heart of it.
No. We're Laker fans. Okay, period. Okay, we're Laker fans, and you heard the arena. Kawhi's getting booed at his own time. It's Lakers. It's Lakers City. So that's not the rivalry. The rivalry is Clippers' coin to win the championship. So as the Lakers, I don't think it was understood that this was a very important game in the mindset of setting the example. So if this is considered a bully, you're supposed to punch this bully in the mouth to set the tone for the Blazers, Houston, Utah.
You don't think they knew that?
I don't think they knew that.
I think they were
Hell yeah. They knew that, because if they did know that, this game would have ended a little different than what it did. And I don't think as a coach, you understood that, yes, this is the Clippers, but everyone's looking up at them like you're not shit. So you have to punch them in the mouth with a really big punch to let the rest of this fucking Western Conference know we're here. Now there's a chink in your armor, and other teams will play you harder. When you play the Clippers, they're going to be more excited now. Instead of punching them in the mouth now, when they see you game two, it's like, damn, we got to wait till Paul George comes back. That's what you want them saying. Not, damn, we just beat their asses without Paul George. That's not the confidence you want to give them. And I don't think they understood that going into game one.
Well, I mean, so back to what we said about being a rivalry. Not historically a rivalry. The Lakers, let's face it, they own it. They own the city. But it is now. And that was the thing that happened over the summer. The Clippers got way better. To where everybody else wants this to be the rivalry because the Lakers got way better.
But I'm saying, it's a rivalry, but it's not a rivalry.
It's a hell of a
It's like New York and, is there another New York team in?
Brooklyn.
No. Yankees and, there's
Mets.
See, no one even knows them.
Yes, they do.
No one even knows them. That's the same thing here. Like
you don't.
Like it's
You
like
know the Yankees
it's
and
like
the
it's like
Giants, Jets.
no, nobody knows the Jets. No one knows the
true.
Jets.
The Jets are not strong.
No one knows the Jets.
But
The same thing is here. Like no matter how good the Clippers are, Lakers is still gonna stand tall fan-wise.
Right. So when the Clippers got better, which they did, you admit the Lakers are supposed to say, hey, this is our town.
But
this is our arena.
But that's what I'm saying. As a Laker, you already know no matter what they do over there, this is our town.
Right.
This is our arena. First of all, you're just renting here.
Yeah.
You're just a guest. You know, so this was more than the Clippers. This was a tone setter for the rest of the league, and I just don't think they set a great tone.
Okay. Okay. So what I was going to do is set up, you were there, and for those who didn't see it, most people probably did, is that you had a story as you were following the game, and some hot takes from up in the suites. So you had this bird's eye view. But what were you getting at? Is basically what you were saying from what you saw on the team was that, first of all, the atmosphere, you know, of whose gym it was, and what they wanted to do. And then also the coach. And how he was coaching Vogel, how he was coaching the game.
You know, I'm personally disappointed. I'm usually disappointed in most coaching staffs because I don't think they have knowledge, NBA knowledge. There's a difference. It's like me being a millionaire and you being a billionaire, and I'm trying to give you financial advice on how to make money. You're not going to really respect what the hell I'm saying because obviously you've been doing this for a while.
Or just that it's a different level.
It's a different level. So no matter if you coached or been an assistant, if you didn't play at a high level, the NBA, my listening volume is very short with you anyway. So with looking at Vogel, and I'm looking at his staff, which is very fucking, as a basketball player, very fucking impressive. I mean, you have J. Kidd, Hall of Famer, coach, did well.
There's your player
that's your player that knows the game. So from a player standpoint, you're only going to pay attention to him. You have Hollins, who was a coach too. Then you have guys who's proven they know what they're doing basketball-wise, which is Phil Hanley and Mike Penberthy. So you have guys surrounding you as a non-NBA, from a player standpoint, respected coach.
As a non-player coach.
As a non-player respected coach. So
respect is there. Also respect is earned.
From player. We're talking about from players. You're only respecting, like, either you won some championships, and we respect that, or you've played this game at a high level, and we respect that. That's what I'm saying. As a billionaire, you're not respecting a millionaire. And give a fuck what his name is, just period. So I don't think, as a head coach, you paid attention to this game. If you paid attention to this game, you would have understood where you fell and what was going on. Like, the game started off, you're whooping their ass. Kawhi Leonard didn't even exist the first 6 minutes. Didn't even know he was on the court. I forgot Kawhi Leonard was actually playing in this game. Doc got nervous and subbed in his two players early as hell, earlier than he usually subs in, Trez and Lou, because he needed offense. Because, his team couldn't score on the Lakers' defense at that point. They were too fucking big, too agile. So you sub in Lou and Trez, because Lou and Trez, they're their own offense. So you sub them in. Still, the Lakers' lineup is too big still. So Kawhi finished the first quarter with 2 points. Once Lakers started subbing players in, you sub out LeBron at one point, put in Cook. You sub out Anthony Davis, put in someone else. So you don't really have the three-man, 6'10", 6'11", 7-foot lineup in the back that cleans up everything. Now you have a lineup of Dudley, LeBron, Daniels, Howard, KCP. You know, not as big as you would like. And what ends up happening is Trez and Lou starts eating away at that lead, right? And they're eating away at the lead because they understood this. And did you have a marker?
Okay, I'm glad you saw. So we're in the classroom here for this episode. So let's go back to school, back on the court.
So what happens is you have Lou and you have defense. You have Trez and you have the defense here, right? You're going to have a guy over here, a guy over here, a guy over here. They're going to space them out.
Corner, wing.
Yeah, so they're going to space them out, right? This is what they're doing. They're going to set the pick and roll. Anthony Davis is going to hard show. Lou is going to get around. Trez is going to roll. The only person who's capable of picking this person up is this guy. Oh, my God. This guy is usually Cook, Green, Bradley.
Smaller players.
Smaller players are picking up Trez rolling. And that's how they designed it, because you're not big anymore like you used to be, where this would have been JaVale or JaVale would have been here sitting. Because you want to follow what the Clippers is doing and go small ball. The reason they're going small ball is to take out them fucking giants you got in the game. Because at this point, LeBron has to guard someone here or someone here, but he can't pick this roll up. So now you have Trez getting layups and and ones easy. And that was the point of those two guys going in. So what ends up happening is, because you have this small ball lineup, Clippers come back. And by the end of that first quarter, actually by the end of the fourth, Kawhi has 4 points. 2 free throws and a jumper. So going into the second quarter, the lineup in the second quarter was the lineup that I'm like, and that was the lineup of Dudley, LeBron, Daniels, Howard, and KCP. Kawhi Leonard scores 13 points in 5 minutes on that lineup.
And who was guarding him at that point was probably KCP, yeah.
So now when Lou Williams and Trez do the pick and roll, LeBron has to play on the backside to try to catch the roll. Once he goes to the backside to catch the pick and roll, Kawhi Leonard's playing one-on-one with KCP. You know what I mean? So they're just,
or Lou is...
No, Lou and Trez is doing their thing.
Well, yeah, but LeBron's not on Lou, so Lou gets to go against...
So LeBron would be sticking... What's that again? LeBron at that time would have been sticking Mo.
Right.
So Mo's going to be sitting in his corner, so he has to be that roll guy that catches. So if LeBron is on the back line catching that roll, that means he's stopping the roll, throw it to Kawhi, Kawhi goes one-on-one, beats his guy, take the little jumper. Which I have to admit that watching a game, Kawhi Leonard's jump shot, his mid-range jump shot is as great as fucking Kevin Durant's pull-up jumper. I mean, it's right there. I never knew he shot the ball that well. And it kind of makes sense for a guy who really doesn't have many moves, robotic style, how does he score? He scores because he rarely misses his jumper, which, at 6'8", with long arms and big hands, when he does pull up,
that's what I was
he doesn't see you.
It's a player like him and Clay are similar to where there's not a lot of flash to their game. It's just standard automatic repeatable
Yeah, but
movements.
even with Clay, you put a guy Clay size on him, you can contain that jump. But
the thing about Kawhi, we watch where you were sitting or on TV, he's big as shit.
Yeah.
So players that match up against him, there's not really of many his size, except for probably Paul George.
No, but I'm saying with Kawhi, knowing you have to take account of his arm length and hands.
Yep.
So 6'4", 6'5", you don't supposed to put Bradley and Green, and you have to be careful with KCP on them. That is a dumb. Those
so
are
what do you
three
do,
dumb. Not 3 dumb defenders. 3 dumb matchups she's supposed to put on, because it's like putting those guys on Kevin Durant. it's pointless.
It's a mismatch all day.
It's just a pointless. Just he's going to take one dribble, two dribbles, pull up. You're not going to be there. They're too little.
But okay, so what you do have is, okay, maybe you're not putting LeBron on him, but you have Anthony Davis. You talk about length.
Yeah, but Anthony Davis has to take Trez. That's what I'm saying.
They should have gone bigger.
It was the offset of them. So you have Kawhi Leonard who scores 13 points in 5 minutes while you have this lineup in. And the sad part about this lineup, you never put your starting unit together back in, which is weird as shit. I mean, he made 10 subs in the first half. Why? How?
You think he was not finding what he wanted?
It didn't make sense. Like, the people you're subbing in, you're subbing in for no reason. What is the reason? You have the same type of players coming in. And I didn't understand it. There was a lineup at one point where it was Green, Bradley, KCP, LeBron James, and Anthony Davis. And I'm sitting there as of the fourth quarter. I'm going to go forward in the fourth quarter, and you can't score. Duh. Duh. Like, how can, we're going to do the offense to see why you can't score. You got LeBron up top, defense, which would have been Mo LeBron. You got Davis here, who's being stuck by Trez. The bad part of this, they usually had Green here. They'll have Green here.
Bradley.
KCP, Brad, right? So this guy's here, this guy's here, this guy's here. Right? Now the problem with this lineup is KCP, Bradley, and Green does not create their own offense.
None of them.
So because they can't break nobody off the dribble and they're creating offense, they're like statues in a club. They're going to sit here waiting for LeBron James to drive and kick it. Or Anthony Davis to get in the middle, someone helps and kick it.
Because they can all knock down shots, open jumpers.
I get
That's why they're there.
But you don't need 3 of the same type of people, because at the end of the day, now it's we're going to look here, we're going to sag here, we're going to look there, we're going to look there. Because
you're not going to leave him in the corner.
I don't care. Where's he going to go? He's gonna stay right here. I don't give a shit what he does. Anthony Davis, LeBron, they want you to rely on these 3 people. Because at the end of the day, Green, who gets all the shots, scores 30. Right. Oh my God, he had a great game. Everyone found me, yay. Well, sir, as a unit, it's 1, 2, 3.
So that's 30 between 3.
That's it.
10 each, yeah.
38 between the 3 of you. Amazing Clipper defense. I left 3 guys, because that means these guys ain't scoring. I want you to pass it here. Like, no one's slashing. No one's keeping this defense honest. So everyone's just sitting here looking at the defense. So now Anthony Davis, which I personally don't know why they were posting him up so much. Never seen it before. Never seen him post up that much. He's a mobile big. That means he likes to go up and down, up and down. So pick and roll, run to the rim, slash, run to the rim. Like, his back to the basket game has not been proven like that for you to sit there and just dump it into him.
That was my impression. Every time he got the ball, he shot it. And he was posting up.
But that's his job. But I never seen him, I never seen Pelicans sit him on the block the whole time posting up. He was mostly moving. And he was mostly used to guards that Drew Holiday drive. Rondo drive, and he comes flashing in. Like, that was his offense. Or catch it at the free throw line, pump fake, drive by. That was his offense. So to see him dead man ball right here trying to go one-on-one, even though he's an unstoppable player, this is not his unstoppable
You're not going to
move.
maximize him down
Yeah,
low.
that's not his. So you put your team in a bad position on offense, and they stink on defense because you have 3 defenders.
Yeah, but
Great
all
defenders.
these 3, you have one on-ball defender. That's Avery Bradley.
You have one on-ball defender that's going to be sitting, put in the pick and roll. Yeah. So his on-ball defense, his defense really doesn't matter because it relies on if Anthony Davis is going to hard show or not. So because I'm using a pick and roll, then that's what I don't think coaches understand. No matter how great Bradley is, if there's a pick and roll, his great defense doesn't matter because once he gets hit, you're relying on that second line anyway. Mm-hmm. His great defense is there's no pick, try to go by me. He's a great defender. So his great defense gets neutralized because Lou Williams is doing pick and roll. And as a team, as a scouting, as all these great minds are on this team, you should know, keep pushing Lou right. When Lou doesn't pick and roll, he wants to get back to his left because his natural fade, his natural shot is moving left. Yeah, he can make right shots, but his go-to move, his go-to feel is just a natural, he has a natural fade and everything, is moving left. So when he doesn't pick and roll, and you go over and he cuts back, you should already know. That should be already in your game plan. Like same thing with Kawhi. You already know when he gets ready to pull up, it's going to be a natural fade. So you can actually jump at your highest peak knowing he's not going to pump fake you and get into you because he wants to jump backwards. Like that should be all part of your game plan. So with this bullshit lineup.
I was going to say it comes down to personnel though and who they had because there's one name that we're not going to call out. There's actually a couple, but first and foremost, it's Kuzma. Rondo was missing too, but I think that's the real answer of all the personnel that we put up there.
Kuzma's going to be that guy that slashes, that attacks, that create his own. But
just that they didn't have any slash.
But you didn't need it. You just didn't need these 3 dead men out there.
Yeah, the only other solution you would have is to throw Dwight or JaVale out there.
Yeah, you throw a bigger body out there on offense because they can't guard it.
Right.
So when you decide to do a pick and roll, you decide to do a pick and roll, and this big guy goes to help on Anthony Davis' roll, you have JaVale or Howard at the rim.
At the rim. Yep.
So it's easy. It's easier offense if you know. And I don't even think they did pick and roll with Anthony Davis and LeBron first game, which was fucking rare to me.
Yeah, rare.
It's but that's just the offense. Like this is a defensive coach, right? This is a guy who said, "I'm a defensive coach." Where the fuck was your defense? Like that's what I'm saying. It's not knowledge that they go off of. It's theory. Theory is Green's a great defensive player. KP's a great defensive player. Bradley's a great defensive player. Yeah.
But when you create a mismatch.
But that sounds amazing. Like you put those 3 out there with LeBron, defensive player, Anthony Davis, defensive player. I got 5 defensive players out there. No one should score. Yeah, in theory, sounds amazing. Basketball knowledge says that is
that
fucking
on paper
horrible.
Is cool.
But as I said, basketball knowledge says that is horrible. Because if they put you in the right situation, which they did, that your defense means that 5 guys means nothing. They're meaningless. You're not pressing. This ain't a college 2-2-1. You're gonna press all the way. That's not a fucking zone. Your defense is your back line. That's push everybody to Dwight, push everybody to what's the name in Anthony Davis. Now you have 3 guys jumping for jump shots. Like third quarter, how many points do you think Kawhi had?
I think he had 14, 13, 14.
No, in the third quarter.
Oh, after 8.
Huh?
8.
Fucking wish. Fucking wish. It's the
Right,
starting unit.
Tell me.
Come on, I just see. You're thinking like Vogel now. You're thinking like him. The first quarter against the starters, 4 points. 2 free throws. Third quarter, who's in?
Yeah,
the starters.
Yeah, starters.
How many points do you think he scored?
Less than 8.
3.
Okay.
4 against the starters in the first quarter. Then he tears your second unit up. 3 points against the starting unit in the third quarter. And then he finishes the game whooping whoever's ass it is. So,
you don't think that's by design too? That's why he brought in Lou and
yes, but that's what I'm saying. But you should understand this game plan. You should understand it. That's what I'm saying. Your theory doesn't work. Knowledge works. So my knowledge says, whoa, Kawhi Leonard's not scoring against this big ass. The lineup is too big because he can't get in the lane. And if he does take advantage of a small guy, he has to come closer to this rim. When he comes closer to the rim, one of these, JaVale is going to jump, Howard's going to jump. And that's why he wasn't scoring against Lakers' big unit. So to say LeBron didn't take, he didn't go against Kawhi Leonard and try to stop Kawhi Leonard. Well, Kawhi Leonard wasn't even a threat until these guys was out of the game. Then he took advantage, which was smart. But as a coach, you should understand what's going on in real time, not that piece of paper, and you're making subs. Okay, Cook going for LeBron. Like LeBron got subbed out at the 6-minute mark. In that 6-minute mark, they scored a quick 6 points in 1 minute. The score is 90-97. What are you subbing for? What is the sub for? Why are you subbing LeBron, first of all? The hell you subbing him for? Like, you bring in Cook. Like, they literally went on a 6-0 run.
All right, Gil, let's take a break because we have to talk about things that are awesome. You like things that are awesome, right?
Of course.
So this fall, start a new monthly routine that'll upgrade your life and style with a box of awesome.
Box of awesome?
Yeah.
Okay, box of awesome. I love it.
Like, yeah.
I like it now.
That gets my attention. From Bespoke Post. Bespoke Post sends guys only the best stuff every month. So whether you're looking to craft your own hard cider or toast perfectly aged fall cocktails, Box of Awesome has you covered. From style and grooming goods to barware, cooking tools, and outdoor gear, Box of Awesome has carefully built collections for every part of your life. So we put in our order for something awesome, and it's so easy to use. They just put a whole screen up of awesome things, and you're like, oh, that's cool. That's something I want to learn about if you're into some drinks or you want to do manly stuff.
Okay,
it's all guy stuff, you know. So to get started, take the quiz at boxofawesome.com. Get your answers that will help them pick the right box of awesome for you. They release new boxes every month across a ton of different categories. It's free to sign up. You can skip a month or cancel anytime. Each box costs only $45, but has over $70 worth of gear inside. I gotta like that math. So now get 20% off your first monthly box when you sign up at boxofawesome.com and enter the code.
No chill.
There it is at checkout. That's boxofawesome.com, code
No chill.
for 20% off your first box.
Hold on. You said you ordered our box of awesome.
Yeah.
I hope you said your box of awesome.
Oh, because my awesome is different from your
Yeah, I
awesome?
don't want you to order.
Everything is awesome.
I don't want you to order my
So-
box of awesome. That's stupid.
I think you'll like it.
I think
Let's
I
just
won't.
say, I've got you stuff in the past, and you did like it.
Okay.
Okay? So just trust my taste.
You kind of got like a New York white boy taste. That's different from
I'm not from New York.
That's different from an LA.
East Coast, West Coast. Well, I mean, but I live here. I'm converted.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
converted
that's
me.
it. You're East
West Coast vibes.
Okay, West Coast. Like you're wearing. Okay, you got on Kobe's. Okay, all right. All right, okay.
I wouldn't have done that before I moved out here.
No, you wouldn't have. You'd have had on some Jordan 1s.
Those two.
Yeah.
But you like my style. So we also got to talk style right now. Because we got to talk about Indochino. Indochino was founded on the belief that you don't need to spend a fortune on a custom wardrobe. So we put on our order at Indochino. Again, trust me. I'm going to make you look good.
Okay,
It's actually not even me. It's Indochino's going to make you look good.
Okay, okay.
Indochino is the world's largest made-to-measure menswear brand. They make suits, shirts, coats, and more, and everything is made to your exact measurements for a great fit. You get to personalize all the details, including your lapel, lining, and your own monogram. They have hundreds of suit options for all occasions, including work, formal events, and even your own wedding. If you ever get married.
What are you talking about?
No, I'm just like, everybody, yeah, we'll get there at some point. We gotta walk the plank.
Speak for yourself.
So the best part is that they're affordable. Almost all of their custom clothing is under $400. And the process is simple. Choose your fabric, pick your customizations, and submit your measurements. Your package will be delivered straight to your door in 2 weeks. You can get measured and design your suit at your nearest Indochino showroom or do it all yourself at Indochino.com. So start your style upgrade now with $30 off your total purchase of $399 or more at Indochino.com when entering
No chill.
at checkout. Plus, shipping is free. That's Indochino.com with the promo code
No chill.
for $30 off your total purchase of $399 or more. An incredible deal for made-to-measure clothing. You really have no excuse anymore to wear clothing that doesn't fit. Indochino. Look good.
Indochino. I like that.
Trust us.
Trust us.
But I think that's one thing they'll have to figure out is when they can keep LeBron and AD out there together or when they split them off to play with another unit. And because he's thinking you're always going to keep one of them on the court at all times. So that's my answer for that is why you take him at that point because you have AD out there.
But it's 6 minutes. Mm-hmm. You just came out of a timeout. Mm-hmm. What are you subbing for? Mm-hmm. Like he just got his rest. Like he's resting right here.
Right. No, I agree with you. I understand, but
that's just it. 1 minute, they scored 6 points. Mm-hmm. So by the time he gets in, they're down 11. You're down 11. You're down 11 now, and it's not 11 versus your starting unit. It's 11 versus the weird lineup you're bringing in. And that was the problem. It's you did not know how to use your subs. You do not know your team personnel. You don't like, and that's what I'm disappointed at the whole coaching staff because at the end of the day, I know your team better than you do. Like when JaVale gets posted up, you should be yelling double. The reason you're yelling double is because JaVale will give up his spacing for a block shot. So he's going to let the guy do the whole move, give up the space, and try to top him at the top. Mm-hmm. So you should know if the ball goes into the post, fucking double. Because if not, it's going to be 2 points, maybe a block shot, a goaltend, which 2 of those are against you in your favor. Double. Make that guy pass it out. Or you work on him sitting down, holding his position up as a 5-man. But you have to understand your team as a defensive coach. Because as an offensive guy, I fucking know I already know. We're going to do pick and roll with JaVale. JaVale's never going to try to stop me because he's going to try to meet me at the rim. So he's going to give me the lane, which most jumpers do. Mm-hmm. Him, DeAndre Jordan.
Dwight.
Well, Dwight will flick at it. He's gonna go down and try to flick. That's so he's gonna go down and try to flick. But you have your.
There was a play I just saw. I'm thinking of Donovan Mitchell. It was the Utah game, and he did exactly that. And he timed it where he went to gather because he's a 2-footed jumper, mm-hmm. right? He went to gather. He went up. I can't remember if it was Dwight or JaVale, and then he just kind of went around.
Yeah, that's all you do.
That's the only play you can have.
You're not even like the reason I'm going to do the pick and roll because you're not even going to attempt to stop me.
But I can bait you because I know that.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. All I'm doing is saying, all right, I'm going to drive, and I know he's going to jump, so all I'm doing is just going to jump into his body, show the ball, come back under. Like, that's my advantage because I know you're not going to play defense. Like, I know if this was Wild Thing, Varejao, he can't jump. So he's going to actually guard me the whole time there. Mm-hmm. So it's not one of those come off and just, because he's going to try to take a charge. Mm-hmm. He's going to play great defense. So a pick and roll against Varejao will be pointless if I'm trying to score. So it's like, as an offensive player, I know the breakdown. So now you have Lou, Trez, who are offensive players that know what they're doing. So as a coach, you have to understand, especially as your defensive coach, you have to really understand defense.
Mm-hmm.
You have to understand the strength of your defense. And the strength of your defense is 3 big men in the game.
I was going to say that. I'm sure he knows and gets defense, but it's his personnel.
No,
he has had a team like this
He
before.
has the personnel. This NBA is so used to small balling that they're trying to match up with teams. And the reason teams go small ball is so you can pull your unit. Soon as he's seen Doc Rivers sub Trez and Lou, as a coach, you should have already known you have him beat.
You had him beat, right. And that's what I was going to say.
And that means if he subbed him in, he wants you to do something. It's just like, I don't know who said, I think it was Phil Jackson? The coach who calls the first timeout is the weakest coach. Same thing right there. That unit usually comes in around the 3-minute mark. They came in 3 minutes early. That means they cannot deal with your lineup. Don't sub it out.
And that's where I think you were going to get to was he had a game plan and he abandoned it early, and you shouldn't do that. Well,
No. He had a game plan and he stuck with the game plan. That was the problem.
but if you're a dominant defensive team, you impose your will and just say, here's what it is. You deal
But
with
think about it. The starting lineup in his mind probably isn't that defensive unit. His defensive unit in his mind is the unit that cost him the game at the end because they have no offense. Mm-hmm. And that's this unit right here. That's his defense. Green, great on-ball defender. Bradley, great on-ball defender. KCP, great on-the-ball defender. LeBron, great defender. Anthony Davis, great defender. So you got 5 great defenders.
I think if he wants to go defense, he'll go with another true big if that's JaVale or Dwight.
No. That's what a basketball mind would do.
That's what he should.
You would put a big man in. You would put a big man in for either Bradley or Green. At this point,
probably KCP. I would go KCP because you got a shooter, spread the floor, and on-ball defender.
I'm gonna take out me personally. I'm gonna take out the smaller one. I'm gonna take out Bradley. I really don't need him if I have Green in. These are the.
What about him? You don't need
I'll take at 6'8", at 6'8.5", 6'6", 6'6" with his.
6'6".
Listen, 6'6" with his shoes off, but we play basketball with our shoes on.
Right.
6'8". All right, so I'd rather have a bigger lineup in because now this guy can sit there and guard Kawhi Leonard. Mm-hmm. He can guard Kawhi Leonard, and then you have 6'10" LeBron, 6'11" Anthony Davis, and 7-foot JaVale or Dwight with the backline jump. Mm-hmm. Great defensive unit. And on offense, pick and roll, let everybody suck in. Now KCP can have an actual open shot to make that jumper.
For now, that's their personnel.
That is a great personnel.
That's great personnel.
You give me that team.
You can work with that.
You give me that team. We win by 20 because first of all, half the people that got in the game wouldn't have gotten the game. I'm playing a 7-man rotation game 1. 7-man. Because if you really know basketball, you know the Clippers aren't deep. See, and the reason I say this, the theory of the Clippers is deep is this. Their bench scored 60 points. But if I say, all right, who's the best player on the team right now?
Kawhi.
Who's the second best player?
Lou Williams.
Third best.
I'll go Montrez.
Okay, so you have your second, third, fourth best player coming off the fucking bench. Okay? Third, fourth. So if I said, all right, we're going to put Lou Williams in the starting lineup. We're going to put Trez in the starting lineup. We're going to put Mo in the starting lineup. Is those people, the team that comes off the bench now, are they actually deep now?
Oh, because you're telling
yeah, of course they're not that.
But also you could say they're doing that. They could do that because of Paul George's out.
But think what I'm saying. If you take 3 players off the bench who's scoring 60 points, put them in a starting lineup, put those 3 dead men on the bench, you're not so deep, are you?
Yeah,
No, you're not.
All of a sudden, you're running 6 or 7.
Yeah, you're not fucking deep. See, that's what I said. It's reality versus narrative. Narrative says, oh my God, the Clippers are so deep, they scored 60 points off the bench. Well, yeah, 3 players scored fucking 60.
Yeah, but also
those 3 players should be starting because they're the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th best player on that team. But a smart coach will understand. I can sub in these 3 dubs and have this dub lineup knowing no one is going to blow me out in the first 6 minutes. Okay? So I have at least 6 minutes to let this fucking unit run. Hey, get them tired or something. Yeah, play defense. Get them tired, run around with your heads. Because I know you're not going to blow me out in 6 minutes. You go up by 10, what they did, y'all come in. Woo, woo, woo. Catch up. And then Lakers will sub their starters out. Now you have...
Now you got the advantage.
Now you have the Clippers, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th best player, their starting unit going against your bench unit, and that's what happened. But as a coach, you have to understand that. That's what I said. My first quarter, ain't no subs coming in. No sub. No thank you. Y'all sit there and watch the game. This is game 1.
And that's the other thing. It's game 1, and
it's game 1.
We're beyond that now, and this was your first impression of the team. And I think a lot will change in the next month, and there's a lot they'll find out in the next month. It starts with
I mean they bounced back in the second game where they actually were doing pick and roll. They were Anthony Davis and LeBron was doing pick and roll, which helps out great. I just don't like certain lineups shouldn't play with certain players. In that crew. I mean, if you're gonna put 2 small guys in, it would to me. I mean, Bradley and Green is great to start with, but if you take out LeBron or Anthony Davis, those 2 shouldn't be playing together.
Well, you wouldn't take LeBron and Anthony Davis out.
Well, if you take out one of them, no. If you take out those 2 are great when those 2 players are in at the same time. If you have your starting 5, those 2 guards together are great with the second 5. If not, then you usually have a Cook in because Cook can create his own little shot, do the little pick and roll, and play
great bench
pick and roll
player.
back. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You will use him if LeBron or Anthony Davis is gone. With one or the other. You don't have all 3 of them in it again. That's what I said. It's like he has too many guards and he tried to play all of them. Then he tried to play them all together. It's like
make up your mind.
That's it. It just cost you. It's just like little things that if you played the game the right way, if you understand the game at its fullest. If your scouting report was at its fullest, this game could be fucking so much easier. So easy. Like, so easy. Like, if you know Kawhi Leonard, once he goes and he starts on his one-on-one, he's not a great passer. Run at him. Just run at him. Run at him. He's not going to, what is he going to do? If he has him in the post, you already know it's a natural fade. It's a natural fade. He's going to do a turnaround fadeaway every time. Lou Williams is going to fade left every single time. This is supposed to be already in your game plan. Trez, going to pick and roll. Catch his ass early. Make him put the ball on the. This ain't Summer Trez. Summer Trez, he's going to come down doing all that. This is Clippers Trez. Clippers Trez, catch his ass early, make him put the ball on the floor, because that's not what he's used to do.
Also not a passer.
Yeah, like right there, like if Trez and Lou pick and roll, trap it. Let Lou give Trez the ball early. Like this, it's the second unit, the second game of the Clippers, 68 points. Fuck that starting unit. I'm not coaching for that starting unit. I'm coaching for this bench team. This bench team. Shit, the bench team. The bench team has scored more than the starting unit.
Why? Because
Because the starting unit is on the bench.
Yeah, but he staggers his talent. And
No. He doesn't stagger his talent. His talent is just on the bench. There's no staggering nothing. That's like me. That's like me putting Green.
You have Kawhi to start.
If I'm the Lakers, the Lakers, that's like putting Green and fucking Anthony Davis on the bench. Okay, and then come in, then they score fucking 60 points again. I'm like, oh yeah, my bench is deep. They're not fucking deep.
Well, what did Lou say? No one ever asked him if he wanted to come off.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's like if you're trying to stop the Clippers, just pay attention to their second unit. Coach, your game plan is only for the second unit. That's it. Because if you stop Trez and lose pick and roll, Kawhi can't survive with the starters he has. That starting unit he has, he cannot survive. Because you got to remember, you have, to be honest, I don't even know.
Pat Bev.
Besides Pat Bev, you got Pat Bev, who's just there to play defense and just control the tempo.
Yeah, facilitate and aggravate.
Yeah, so Pat Bev, even though Pat Bev can probably score, right now he's not trying to score. So therefore, you have one dead man on there on offense. Like, he can't score.
All he's going to do is
just don't want to score.
He's going to camp out in the corner.
He's just going to camp out and just play his role because he was with, he's a complimentary player. He will sacrifice his game for the benefit of the team.
And he'll do all the dirty work.
You use that to your advantage. As long as he's going to sacrifice, motherfucker, I'm not going to stick him.
But you think of what they have with Paul George, Lou, and
but
Kawhi.
You can't talk about Paul. You can't talk about Paul because Paul's not here.
Yeah, well, we can because this is what they're going to build towards. And the fact is that this guy will do all the dirty work and conserve energy for these guys.
The sad part is, I can tell you the lineup. If I'm Doc, I'm going to go with this. You're going to go with Lou at the 1, Mo, Paul, Kawhi, Trez. As a finishing unit.
Mm-hmm. That's their death lineup.
Yeah. Mo plays defense. Paul plays defense. Kawhi plays defense. Trez plays defense. And you can't fucking stop them on offense.
Yeah. Who has 4 to run at you like that in the league?
5. Yeah. You have 4 defensive players, and you have
and a one-on-one killer.
And you have a one-on-one. You got Paul George as a one-on-one killer. Kawhi as a one-on-one killer. Lou Williams as a one-on-one killer with a pick and roll. Now, when Lou and Trez do their pick and roll, you cannot actually stop the Clippers.
Because you can't leave the other guys.
Because you can't leave anybody. That's what I'm saying. But I don't even coach a team. But I already see the lineup. Mm-hmm. I already see what's designed. It's fucking easy. Just pay attention. Like it's like one of those things. It's like it's. I think I don't want to say coaches think too much. They think too much. They think too much, but not enough of what's important.
Overthink the wrong things.
Yes. Like I remember, and this is why I love Eddie Jordan. I remember a coach, not a coach, but a reporter asked him, "Hey, during your last second shots, you don't really draw much offense. Like, you don't think that's a problem?" And his answer was, "Why am I going to make something difficult when I can just get Gilbert the ball? He goes 1 for a flat. Well, you want me to set up a back screen, do a double screen, and he comes off and run around and do all that?" No, give him the ball, 1 for a flat. That's it. There's no fucking extra thinking I need to do. I don't give a fuck how much time is on the clock. I don't care if it's 1 second on the clock, 3 seconds on the clock, 4 seconds. Get Gilbert the ball, fucking go 1 for a flat. Do you? I'm not going to sit here.
How did he draw that up? Board right here. Hey, you guys, time out. All right,
all right, we're going to do this.
Okay, coach, what are we going to drop right here? What we got?
All right, we got, he'll be like this. We got Karan, take the ball out. Gilbert here. Brendan, Antoine, and whoever, or Deshaun Stevenson here. All right, give him the ball, go to the corner. That's it.
Mm-hmm. And also, you love to hear that.
That's it. There's no because
no matter what the other guys were thinking, you're like,
okay.
okay.
I see teams, and me and Eddie said, we talked about this, right? Because I said, listen, I don't know who gave you your plays on what's the name, but I don't like it. And I said, so this is traditional. You have your man taking it out. You have your guard here, and then you have a big man here, right? So you have offense here, and then you have this guy here and a guy in a corner, right? He's going to zipper up. He's going to pass. Either he's going to come and pick and roll, or he's going to go that way.
Can you do me a favor and press in there?
Oh, okay. So he's going to zipper up. I can't help it if it's fucking dry eraser.
I don't know what happened.
And then this big man is going to either come and pick and roll, which would be the Dwayne Wade pick and roll, or they'll go and screen for this guy. And this guy goes one-on-one. And I said, I don't like it. And I said, I don't like it, one, because if I'm coming up, one, they can switch that. Now I got a bigger guy denying me. I said, I have a bigger guy denying me. Second, which is actually my number one anyway, is I'm coming this way, moving away from the basket.
Full speed going the other way.
Yeah, I'm going the other way. So when he does get me the ball, my momentum is going this way. Now I have to get the ball. Now I have to turn. A second and a half is off the clock now. Now I got to turn and now try to get into my move. I said, I don't see the benefit of it. It's working against everything that playing one-on-one is. So I said, I'd rather just stand here, let him deny. If he denies the wrong way, I'm moving.
Right. So he's going to deny you can go
so even
to
if,
the ball.
Yeah, even if I get the ball on a stationary, right? I'm just holding him off and I get it. My momentum is not moving anywhere. So I can transfer my speed faster. Then coming here, he jumps this way. He denies me. Now I got to sit here. Now I got to try to cut back this way, get the ball here. Now I'm on a whole nother angle that I didn't want to be in. So we scratched all that and just say, Gilbert here, throw it. Get the ball, go. Simple. And a reporter challenged it. Like, do you think that is great offense? Yeah, when he's 43 from 49 from doing it, it's amazing.
Actually, it is, yeah.
You know, and it's just sometimes simple is best. You know, it doesn't need to be that complicated.
I think when you have these rosters are pretty heavy. They have a lot of firepower on them and a lot of talent to manage, and that's the challenge that both Doc and Frank have. What I wanted to ask you about was there's a couple teams to where I see they don't have that around them, and then they have potentially a great scorer that should be looking at the court this way. Atlanta with Trae Young, Sacramento, Buddy Hield, and New York, RJ Barrett, where those guys should have the chance to cook. What do you think?
Okay. Trae Young, because he's that Steph type, he's going to get off anyway because it's his team. So But
do they think about it this way? I don't know that at this point because they're young guys that they're not looking at it this way.
Paying attention to that. I mean, Buddy Hield is an older guy, and that's why he's having success early. Or for a third-year player, is because he understands basketball. He's an older mind. Trae Young is just playing off of just natural ability. Just you got to remember, he's a scorer too.
But he's shooting from the logo.
Yeah, he's a scorer too. So he's just gonna go out there like Steph did. I'm just gonna give me what you got, and I'm just gonna. So he's in react mode. He's not into. I need to really pay attention to detail mode. Yeah, Buddy Hield, and then who was the other one?
RJ, rookie.
He's a rookie, dude.
But that team, who else is gonna score on that team? Who else are gonna give the ball to?
It don't matter. He's not seasoned. He's 1 year removed from high school.
But don't you think he's in the perfect position to
make a lot of mistakes? Yes.
To
make a lot of mistakes.
High volume, yes.
Yes. You don't expect any details coming from a rookie. I mean, he's 1 year removed from a year and a half removed. Not even a year and a half, but a year and some change removed from high school basketball. So right now, it's just him just trying to make as many mistakes as possible and learn from those mistakes. sitting him down and say, all right, this is what we need to do, this is what he's not going to grasp that. He's not going to understand that yet. He's 18, 19 years old right now. So, you just got to let him go through the motion of just playing basketball and getting basketball experience.
Yeah, and that's the best thing for him because the expectations for that team and really for him are low. So he's going to get a lot of minutes, get a lot of reps, and can learn that way.
Yeah, but right now we don't know if he's playing the 1 or the 2. That's what I said. It's just you got to just let him play and just.
But of that draft group, Ja, I think, is the most ready for this season, and
it's not that Ja, like he's ready. He has the ball all the time. Mm-hmm. So he's going to be like Trae Young and Luka. You have the ball.
But he's got to be a decision.
What I'm saying is you have the ball 60, 70, 80 plays a game. You're going to look better than you're going to look better than worse. Because because he has the ball so much, he's going to make more better decisions than worse decisions.
But his turn as a rookie, though.
No, I'm just talking about. You got to remember, because he's scoring, passing, making moves. Mm-hmm. So his body of work is going to look better than the mistakes he has. That's just the advantage of having the ball all the time. There's not like you get the ball 10 times a game, you miss 7 of them, you look bad. Do 2 turnovers, woo, man, I don't need to pass you the ball. But the fact that you got the ball so much, you're going to have more.
Like his turnovers will probably be higher?
Yeah, because he's
got to make more decisions.
But they're going to be diluted with passing, rebounds, highlight plays, and all that. Like it's just more because he has the ball coming down. His body of work looks better because he has the ball all the time. Just like Trae Young, you don't know if Trae Young was playing great or bad. At the beginning of the season, he was okay, but because he has the ball so much, he has more room to just play.
And it's also the personnel around him. I think that's what year 1 was for Trae, and that's why I was bringing up RJ, was that he had to figure, he has a skill set, right? No question. How do you apply that to the NBA game, which is different when anything he's ever seen before, right? College, high school, wherever level he was at. He figured that out year 1. That's what he had to do to establish himself as a scorer. And I think so far early, we're seeing, towards the end of last season to now, we're seeing what he can do, and we're seeing him get more comfortable. And I think for RJ, that's why I selected him, because of this year's draft group, I think he has the potential to be the elite scorer of the group.
But he's a shooting guard.
And he's in a great situation to allow him to score.
He's a shooting guard. I think they have him at shooting guard. A little slow. So him trying to play one-on-one will be a little tougher because he's not fast. He's not quick either. So if you're New York, you will want to do like Dallas did with Luka, put him at the point. So he's always moving. He's always in movement. And that's why Dennis Smith Jr., they had to get him out of there, give Luka the ball so Luka can move.
But now Dennis Smith Jr. is in New York with RJ.
Yeah. But he's in the same boat again.
Yeah.
It's in the same boat again. And that's the sad part about it, because you have this high-level, unguardable guard, which Dennis Smith Jr. can be, but the fact that you keep bringing in these slow-ass 2 guards, that they're hybrid 1-2s, that you're like, well, because you can't play the 2, Dennis, I want to play him at the point because he's a better fit at the point rather than the 2.
And Dennis wouldn't be the point.
Yeah, and then Dennis goes back to the 2. Then it's like, well, we just can get a bigger 2.
Yeah, but then if you look at what Golden State did with Steph and now D'Angelo.
We don't know if that works yet.
We don't know how they make it work yet.
Yeah, because you.
Well, he came out. You have 2. D'Angelo came out and scored the first 10 points.
No. I'm not saying that it's not going to work. I'm just saying you have 2 guys that actually do the same thing. D'Angelo's more of a one-on-one player than Steph is. So I want to see what happens during close games.
Who gets it?
Who gets that ball?
Who do you think?
I'm going with D'Angelo.
I think for isolation you have to.
I'm going to give it to D'Angelo because he's an isolation player. Curry's not his fault. It's not his fault. Because of the success that they had from 2015 and now, they never been in situations where he had to learn how to be a last-minute guy. He didn't have the Kyrie. He didn't have, I got to do what Kyrie does. He doesn't have that Dame Leonard, McCullough type of, Lou Williams type of skill. I mean, he's hit big shots, 50-footers running down, but he's never been in a situation where he had to learn how to do this. So I'm going to give it to D'Angelo because that's his skill and say, go break teams down. If Curry gets a wide open look, get that motherfucker the ball.
Yeah, of course.
But at this point in the game, I'm going to give it to you. But so I want to see what happens. I want to see what happens when the Clipper unit get together and they have a close game. Who gets that ball?
Lou.
Yeah, of course. I'm giving it to Lou.
Yeah, so I think that's the kind of the thing that everyone should get used to.
And it's situational too. I'm gonna give it to Lou, depending on who Kawhi has on him.
Because in mid-range.
Because I know if Kawhi can get to his mid-range, I'm not worrying about that shot being missed.
Yeah, and I think if you look at a team, I mean, I was talking about who actually you would stick on Kawhi that would stop him. Paul George, who's now a teammate, maybe Giannis.
No, Giannis can no. Anybody who's 6'8", LeBron, Anthony Davis, just put a big, because he's a jump shooter. See, what people don't realize is Kawhi Leonard is not athletic. See, your face right there.
Okay.
He has a 32-inch running vertical.
I know.
You know what a 32-inch running vertical looks like? That is Cal Korver.
About this high, yeah.
That's Cal Korver. Cal Korver. Is Cal Korver athletic? Okay. Kawhi Leonard is not an athletic guy. I know what you're saying. He's not
bouncy. I know
he's not going to come to dribble and jump over you. So you can technically stick anybody you want on him because he's not going to blow past him. He's not going to over jump him. If he takes Anthony Davis to the basket, he's going to pump fake 3-4 times. He's not going to go there and just
over him, yeah.
Like you've seen a couple times when he went in the lane and they were there, he traveled. Trying to do the hop, he's trying to hop step, get the pump fake, and he travels because he knows he can't jump over anybody. Like when he dunks, he uses that Stretch Armstrong length and get that ball in. So that's what I said. You have to understand.
But he's got that length.
He has a length. But what I'm saying is,
dunk or just.
But when someone's lengthy with him, like if you say JaVale stick him, he's not going to try to take him to the basket.
Yeah, I mean, and I would say he has a bit of not maybe like Paul Pierce old man game, but he has a bit of an old man.
That's exactly what he has.
No, he's more athletic than Paul Pierce. Come on,
no, the fuck he ain't.
Give him, come on.
Paul Pierce had a 40-inch vertical coming to the NBA.
I don't know his vertical, but I would take Kawhi the athlete over Paul Pierce the athlete.
One is a 40, 38 to 40. That's what Paul Pierce came into the NBA with. One came into the NBA with a 32. 32.
Okay.
30. Do I need to tell you who 32 is?
No, but I'm saying before
32
Kyle
is
Korver,
Cal
I think you said yes. But I mean, like,
just in case you're trying to get in.
There's more to an athlete than their vertical.
Do you ever
their speed,
you ever
their
seen
agility.
Paul Pierce get blocked?
Paul Pierce get blocked?
No, yeah. You got to remember, Paul Pierce was athletic when he wanted to be athletic.
Yeah. No, that's what I said.
That's what I said.
No
When
disrespect to Paul Pierce.
When
we
he
all know
wanted
he had an
to,
old man game.
but he had athleticism. You know, it's just like when we see Dame Leonard dunk on people, and you forget, like, yeah, I didn't know he can dunk like that. But because he has athleticism,
Right.
Brandon Roy, old man type of game. He had a 42-inch vertical. You know, it just depends on how you use it. You know, it just depends on how you use your athleticism. You know, I just think with Kawhi's body, he just uses his skill level amazing.
Okay, so, well, it's early, and things are going to change a little bit. And I think that's the thing that gets me this time of year is just like everybody, you know, is LeBron, is he making this a rivalry, dismissed it or whatever? And I think, what did you say? Stephen A. said he was disgusted by his comments. It was just like, he said the right thing. At this point, they shouldn't be shook. They shouldn't be rattled by one game or that there's another good team.
Look, as a Laker, of course you're not rattled.
As a player, period.
as a player. No, I mean, the Laker team ain't rattled whatsoever. But as a competitor, if this is the group that they got winning the championship, even though we know we are going to pull this motherfucker out, the fact that the people are actually looking at this group should have been a stomp out. I mean, LeBron should have played 48 minutes.
No.
You're
not going to play LeBron.
Fuck. Listen, again, you're not listening to the mindset. The mindset. If Kobe was in this lineup, and this was his team, and they're playing against the Clippers with this hype, you're not subbing them out. No, I want to beat them. I want to beat them by 100. I need to set the example. Shaquille against all driving guards. Me, Dwayne Wade, Tony Parker. Let him come in. He didn't try to block no shots. He didn't try to block us. He hit us so hard that it discouraged us from driving the rest of the game. An example. I'm going to set an example. Do not come back in here. I'm going to hit you as hard as I possibly can legally without getting kicked out, so you know when I'm in here, don't even attempt. And it did. Like I'm not going in there to Shaq get like 2 fouls, bro. That shit hurts. You know, those are those Kenyon Martin. First shot. It could have been a 3. Goaltend. I want you to know I'm down here, bro. Shit ain't easy down here. That's it. You need to set an example. So this game right here against them, example game. I want to beat the dog shit out of this group. Just so, you gotta remember, we're gonna play them 3 more times. But I need to show Portland, hey, you see what we did to them boys over there? Get the fuck out of here. Utah, get the fuck out of here. Denver, you sneakies. Sneaky Denver, get the fuck out of here. Houston over there, don't even think about it, Houston.
You better believe they're taking notes.
That's what I'm saying. Everyone, everyone's sitting there like, yeah, they not that. Yeah, no. You're supposed to go out there in 48. Anthony Davis, 48 minutes. LeBron, 48 minutes. And I'm just going to use my timeouts well.
Yeah, no question. Because I think Kobe or AI or those guys, like, they never wanted to come out.
No, but I'm just talking about this. This was a
statement game.
This was a statement game for the rest of the world.
So certain games, you would say we're playing the Pelicans, whatever. I'm good. I can, just get me at the 3-minute mark.
Yeah, that's what I said. This is one of those, like, it's a different. That's what I said. This was a different type of game. This was a game where, wait a minute, we number 1, but they saying y'all number 1. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, let me go smack y'all up real quick and we're gonna get on out of town. They did it to the Warriors preseason. Like everybody's like, it don't matter.
Preseason.
They played them boys. Hey, they played them boys like it was a championship. Like damn, like we watched the preseason game against the Warriors and said this. Oh, Warriors suck this year. They suck. They have no chance of winning. That's what we said just watching the preseason game. Because the ass whooping was so bad that we say, hey, chop this up. You know what's so funny? Golden State even chopped it up. Clay ain't even come back this year, y'all.
Right after
that. Clay gonna miss the whole season. There's no point. You see what?
And also to put that pressure on Clay because if he comes back in March, maybe a little too early.
Yeah, but
for what? If they're chasing an 8 seed.
But think about that. Think about what I'm saying though. The Lakers, preseason, whooped their ass so bad that Clay, who was coming back after All-Star weekend, they just said, Shut it down. We're not even gonna have you back this year. Just go ahead and miss the whole. A preseason ass whooping came out the next day. Hey, we're just gonna hold off. They ain't even worth it. That's what game 1 should have been. One of those ass whoopings. Paul George, take a couple more months. We won't even want you to think about coming back. Keep the shoulder on ice. That's the type of ass whooping you supposed to put out against that team. You see that game Kyrie did? One of those. That's what you're supposed to do.
But they lost. I know. I just didn't want to give you all that. He went for 50.
You've never been a competitor.
I don't know about that, but they went for 50. He went for 50. I know. That's exactly what you wanted him to do. I saw that. I was like, that's
okay.
weird.
He went for 50. What does that say?
But he falls down, tries to pick up his dribble, and gets. I mean, that would have been an amazing shot if he hit it.
But what does that say?
He's putting the team on his back.
What does that say?
That's what he wanted. He wanted the smoke.
Oh, listen. There's defensive players out here, huh? Who's been watching Kyrie, playing against Kyrie while he was in Boston. Kyrie in Boston was not that good to me.
There were times that you said he was.
I mean,
okay. Anyway.
With LeBron James and Kevin Love, he averaged 26. With LeBron James and Kevin Love, that man averaged 26. Over in Boston, he had a rookie. He averaged 23. That rookie became a sophomore. That means he's 20 years old. Second best player, he averaged 23 again. So with a bunch of non-proven players, Brown, Tatum, then you had the old man, Horford, and then you had
Smart?
No.
Not Hayward, because
Hayward who came back.
Yeah.
With that lineup, these guys ain't proved nothing for you to actually rely on them. I mean, your second best option, which is Tatum, averaged 15 while you averaged 23. How the fuck were y'all supposed to win anything? Y'all wasn't even scoring enough points to win. So to sit here and watch him go 50 the first game tells every defender, fucking be ready. He's gonna score 20 points. He's gonna average 23 on accident now. Everyone's scared of that now. You just scored 50 game one on an opening nighter. That means you ain't thinking about fucking passing the ball. You are coming to kick my ass.
Yeah, and that's what I saw because he said he's from a kid grew up in Jersey and Nets fan. And he's gonna that first game he wanted to show out, but it's also who else is he gonna give the ball to? Really?
I mean, who is he gonna get the ball to in Boston? But he didn't bring it. This guy right here. Oh, you got all guards are shook. All guards are shook. Trust me, I know. That motherfucker who scores 50. What did he score the next night?
Yeah, like
30-something with the game.
30, 36.
Nobody trying to guard. Nobody trying to guard that man right now. Just like James Harden. Think about it. How do you average 36 when everyone is paying attention to you? Because they're fucking scared.
They're shook.
They're shook. Whatever move you do, whatever, they shook. You done beat the whole East. You done beat all the guards right now by your first two performances. All you do is just got to go out there. You go out there and step, man. The Lions here. The Lions. The lion is finally out of the zoo. He's in the wild. Kyrie's in the wild now. The man I've been waiting for. He's Iverson right now. In the wild. Good luck.
And I think he looks around the Eastern Conference. I mean, who else is there really?
Don't care about the East. I'm talking about no guard. Hey,
You just said Eastern Conference.
no guard wants that challenge right now. He's hibachiing it right now. He's cooking shrimp, lobster, and fucking steak all at one time. Shit. This is like Curry. This is like Curry's second MVP. Nobody wanted that fucking smoke, bro. No, nobody. That's it. When you tap into that, and you set that example. It sets the tone for the season.
I was going to say it's fun, too.
As I said, he set the tone for the rest of the season. More nights like this. He's going to torch the rest of the league. Because now his confidence is up. I'm unstoppable. You can't stop it. Come on. He missed the game winner first night. Second night, hit that. Pop. You can't.
Because even that game winner that he missed he falls down. He could have given the ball.
But think about
up,
it.
Not going to do it.
A guy who missed the game winner the first night, you'll still be sulking for the second night.
Right.
No. He gave your ass 50. 50. He gave you 50. There's no sulking. That's what I said. That confidence goes to the same. Step back, 3. More difficult than the shot he had 7 seconds before that. He had a wide open layup. Like, nah, bro. I got something better than that. Step back 3. What's happening? Love it.
Yeah. I got to think he knows coming to Brooklyn was the perfect. It's a big stage. Like everywhere else that he's been, they want him to just take the ball. It's like playing in China. Shoot every time you get it.
Shoot every time you want. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I love it. Mm-hmm. This is the Kyrie I've been waiting for.
Okay. All right. We'll see if these coaches figure it out. That's all. Let players play. Let players play.
It just seems so weird, man. That most of the coaches that should have jobs shouldn't. And like you see more brain power on the assistant coach. You know what I don't like either, and I'm gonna say it out here now. I don't like when you fire the head coach, the assistant coach gets the intern job. That makes for bad team coaching.
Like the assistant coach will let that coach get fired, like the whole little something back.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like if I'm your assistant coach, and trust me, I know my brain is smarter than yours. The fuck do I want you to look good for? Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna sit here, yeah, great job, yeah. Oh, just sitting there, fucking idiot. Yeah, just so you can get fired, so I can take the head job and then run out 13 years.
That's the chess move if you're on the bench as an assistant, like Game of Thrones it, because.
But think about that.
Come for your head, and I'm gonna take the spot.
Now think about the concept of that, though.
Right, I know.
Think about that. No, just to think about it from just talent-wise, coaching-wise, development-wise. You have your coaching staff playing chess with each other. How does that equal?
Yeah, but I don't think
great team success. Do you think Pop is worrying about his assistant coach?
No. That's what I was
Do
just
you
gonna
think
say.
about Phil was worrying about?
No. He knew
That's why. Do you think Doc is worried about his assistant coach? No, they're not.
But if they hire the assistant coach, of course, then they can pick who's on their bench.
But it still doesn't matter. It's building what it looks like. You running through coaches, getting the assistant coaches, running through them, get a new coach, run through him, put the assistant coach. That's why it looks like that. So if I know I'm assistant coach, you get fired, I'm gonna get my shot. Hopefully I can run off 2-3 years, give me a nice little contract before you fire me. Mm-hmm. Fuck that. Listen, you're only as smart as the group around you. So if I hired you and you look like shit, they are shit also. If I'm gonna fire you, all y'all get the fuck up. You get up. Because you guys are all one unit. So that means if he's relaying something to you and you say, yeah, and he does it, you look stupid too. You know what I mean? Like I don't understand the concept of I fire you and you get the job and then you win 3-4 in a row. Why do you think that happens? Because he done held back a whole game plan. He done hold back a whole game plan. He let you get fired and he uses the game plan. They go on a fucking winning streak. Yeah. They could have had a winning streak, but if he would have gave you this information, you'd have kept your job 4 or 5 motherfucking years, and I'm sitting here getting $200,000 while you getting $8 million a year. I want you gone so I can get the $8 million.
Right. Or I'm gonna get a job somewhere else.
That's what I'm saying. It's a bear trap. Mm-hmm. It's bad. It's the way it's designed I think is bad. Like if I'm the assistant coach, and I swear to God, if I'm the assistant coach and my head coach gets fired, and now I become the head coach, I'm gonna hire my assistant, the old head coach. Bring your ass back on. What's happening? Like I'm not gonna. Come on, dude. This is.
We're gonna split this check.
Fuck that. I'm just saying. It's like.
Yeah, and I think that's but that was the old school days that you just had some assistant coaches that were always going to be assistant coaches.
There's no loyalty.
Yeah, but you would be a coach and you would hire your bench with guys that you knew wanted to be in that spot and only in that spot. Nowadays,
that's what I'm saying. You got Jason Kidd and Hollins. Mm-hmm. Both were head coaches. Mm-hmm. Come on.
You don't think they want that job?
You don't think they're sitting there like, Hollins, we're about to move up. He keep fucking up like this. Mm-hmm. It reminds me of when I was the 15th player on the bench. And I'm sitting here like, yeah, that motherfucker missed like 8 in a row, one more motherfucker. Yeah, I'm gonna be number 14, I'm gonna be 13, I'm gonna be 12, and I'm gonna be a starter.
Yeah, it's the assembly line.
Yeah, and that's what
I'll get up there when they get knocked off.
Yeah, and that shouldn't be how your coaching staff should be thinking.
Right. Yeah, but I guess the good ones don't worry about it.
Because the good ones don't get subbed out. But I guarantee you,
Or fired.
I guarantee if you tell Jason Kidd and Hollins, hey, listen, hey, if he gets fired, you two motherfuckers are going too. Mm-hmm. Oh, I guarantee you, when he try to make a sub and he says, all right, Cook, going for LeBron. Whoa. Whoa. Sit your ass back down. We're not gonna sub a 6'2" guy in for a 6'10" guy.
I'm not gonna co-sign that.
We're giving him too much height here. Yo, Vogel, shut the fuck up. You sit the fuck down. LeBron, don't even worry about it.
You're good.
Hey, come on. That's come on.
Yeah.
Come on. Just listen to the sound of it. Cook. I want you to sub in at guard. Get rid of our small forwards. Come on, dude. I can't even stop laughing.
But
you won't even do that in NBA 2K, bro.
No, I know.
You won't even make that line. You're not even doing that in NBA 2K. You're not gonna sub in Cook for LeBron.
So at this point, the assistant coaches are quiet about it. But
I'm just trying to tell you.
Speak up in a huddle.
If I'm gonna get fired, trust me. If I'm Jason Kidd and they tell me if he goes, you go. Trust me. Mm-hmm. Me and Vogel it's gonna be some. Hey, stop. Hey, 4 down. Anthony Davis. Hell no. That's not what he do like that. We're gonna do the pick and roll. Hey, Vogel, sit back. Pick and roll. Do the pick and roll. Do the pick and roll. And that's just point blank. That's how we're gonna do that. There's not gonna be. I'm not gonna get fired because he don't know what he's doing. All right. That's just not. That's not. It'll be some. He makes us up. Timeout. We just had one. We're gonna have another one because you fucking up over here. Same starting 5, go back in. Good job, y'all. Sit down.
So you know what you want? You want a coach with common sense. Right? They don't overthink it. It's common sense.
Just common sense. But you have to.
Maybe that's the key ingredient that not every coach has.
But you have to have played or been in. I just don't.
At some level.
The concept of this makes me laugh too. I'm an assistant coach. The head coach gets fired, and then I step in. As the head guy, the general manager, what makes you think he's going to do a better job anyway? Like, what gives you? I know you have to fire him, and then you got to put him as an intern coach.
But why would you fire somebody if you don't have a good replacement?
I just don't like the fact that you get fired in the middle of the season anyway. Mm-hmm. It just makes no sense.
Yeah, let him coach that shit out.
Yeah, you paying him. Mm-hmm. You're already paying him. What do you do? Somehow you think you're gonna fire the head coach, who's coaching like shit, hire his assistant, who has the same knowledge he has, put him in, and y'all gonna go like on a 25-game winning streak and then win a championship or something.
Unless a team, the whole locker room says we want this guy out.
Hey, locker room, cool. All right, he'll be fired at the end of the year. Okay, you guys just do what you've been doing. Play basketball. Study, learn, get better.
I thought you were on the player side.
I mean, get better, because at the end of the day, if you don't want to play for this coach, that only affects your contract. Right? Am I right? Mm-hmm. What are you looking at?
I got an example for you, though.
Okay.
2016.
Okay, so I got it. You ain't got to look at it. Memory. I got memory. So, was it Blatt?
David Blatt.
David Blatt, rookie NBA coach, takes LeBron James, obviously, it's LeBron James. They go to the championship, right? Rookie coach, you got LeBron. Obviously, going to go to the championship in the East.
And Kyrie.
And Kyrie and Love.
Kevin
You
Love,
go to the championship. The only reason you don't win that championship is because Kyrie and Love gets hurt. All right, second year, second Your second year. You're 30-11 when you get fired. 30-11. You got fired on 30-11. Your intern coach, I don't know why that record gets 30-11. I don't know why that gets fired.
Fired, right?
But intern coach, assistant Lou comes in. Record in the same 41 games. They broke even. 41 games. He went 27-14. His record was worse than his head coach, and they win the championship.
But they won in the playoffs.
It don't matter. He has a full lineup.
It didn't matter. He got a ring.
They were designed to win the ring
right.
that year. Vegas had them winning.
So basically, just don't fuck it up.
No, what I'm saying, he just drives straight. So him
drive it straight.
winning the championship on a worse record than the head coach, like that, it says Cavs are going to be in the championship and Cavs should win. So he gets fired, bring in my friend to get him a ring. Doesn't say he's a better coach. Because we see what happens when LeBron left. Oh!
They all left.
You're an 0-10 type of guy.
Yeah.
No, just LeBron left. Just LeBron.
Kyrie was gone too.
No. I'm talking about, because remember, Lou went to championships again. Lou went to championships again. So they go to championships, they lose. Then just LeBron leaves.
Oh, yeah, that's when
And it was
just
LeBron.
Yeah.
And he starts off 0-10, they fire him. What you firing the man for? What's wrong with 0-10? That's what I expected his record to be when LeBron left. 0-10. If he would have won 2 games, you should have gave his ass a raise. If I'm the general manager, I'm not firing him. I expect that. 0-10? Really? What record said he was actually
with that roster?
What record said he was? What record? What did he show that he was this amazing? That's what I said. Most of the coaches get fired for no reason. Like, oh yeah, our team record is not good. Well, our players are not good. Hey, you shouldn't expect to win, bro. Like, that's just like firing Atlanta Hawks coach. For what? Firing the Pelicans coach. For what? I don't, what are they supposed to win here? You're going to fire the New York's coach? For what? You're going to fire the Cleveland coach again? For what? They suck. Yeah, I expect them to.
Hopefully their record's better than
I expect them to be bad. There's nothing. You're not gonna prove it. There's nothing to prove. You're not gonna sit here and grab Phil Jackson and say, "Hey, Phil, take this Cleveland Cavaliers team and make them great." It's not gonna fucking happen. They're gonna fucking suck too.
Not even Phil could save the Knicks when he was there.
I don't know.
It's a tough job. You probably don't want it.
No, I don't want a coaching job if my general manager is stupid.
That's the architect.
And when I have,
hopefully they have
that,
a
I
vision
would want,
that you're on board with.
I would want that interview taped live. That interview, I interviewed for the job, and I'm sitting here with the general manager, and I'm going to say here, so what NBA team did you play on? And they're like, what? Why are you interviewing me? Because you're the one who's going to be picking talent, obviously. So what NBA team did you play for again? Oh,
what's your draft success?
Yeah,
the guys that you bring
so
in.
you haven't played a day in you haven't played a day in the NBA? Okay, check.
What free agents have you brought in here?
You play college basketball? Oh, you didn't play college either, so you don't know what college basketball talent looks like. Okay, did you oversee?
By now, most of them
you don't
played
know
at
what
some.
overseas
Yeah.
talent looks like. Let me go check. So you have no actual experience of knowing what an actual good player looked like or a hidden gem. None of it. And on draft day, who's drafting here? Mary, you. Yeah, I'm going to deny this job. There's not enough experience in up office, and that says I'll be fired in 2 years. No, thank you. I'll pass. That's what that looks like. That's what that looks like. Like who's the general manager for the Lakers?
Pelinka.
Huh. And what's his resume on?
Kobe's agent.
No.
Fab Five played college at high level.
No. I know he's Kobe's agent, but he's not Kobe Bryant. He's Kobe's agent. What is his decision? Like, is he there for a contract signing, making contracts, like doing the books, or is he picking talent?
Picking talent.
Oh. Well, I guess an agent will be.
They should be good at that.
I guess an agent will be a little. What's so funny is an agent will be a little bit better than the general manager. You know why? This is why an agent will be better than the general manager. How many bad contracts are signed each year?
For the player or for the team?
For the players. How many players, like how many contracts you be like, ooh, that was a bad one? A lot, right? Mm-hmm. That means the agent is tricking the general manager in that talent.
They know how to be on the other side of the table.
No, they just know how to trick because they realize these motherfuckers ain't that smart. So I'm going to trick him into thinking my player's worth this much. Therefore, the agent is a little more craftier and smarter.
For sure, they're craftier. They're an agent.
Than a general manager, and a general manager is designed to build a championship team.
So why would you want to leave that spot being an agent? It's the ultimate gig. To be a GM?
I want to be a GM.
I'd rather take that.
Come on, GM. The GM is the easiest job. Hey, let me take number 1, 7, 5, 4. Yeah, him too. Oh, that shit didn't work? Hey, bro, you're fired. Bring somebody in, do the same shit like you. You just fired them before they fired you.
All right.
It's basketball season,
Basketball.
so.
And
I don't want to say I told you so, because I don't like being right when it comes to health. I don't like to be right when it comes to someone being injured. But I was right when I said, back in college, 285 was not attractive in the NBA. It wasn't attractive in this league. One, because what goes up must come down at some point. And we know when you fall back down, you're doing what is times 6 on your knees. So if Zion was 285, which I would call bullshit on, pretty sure opening day or preseason, he was all of 300. Going up, that weight coming down was 1,700 pounds on his knees, joints, meniscus, patella, all of it. How long did they think that was going to last? I seen it already. I said, as powerful as he is, he has to come down. That is too much pressure. That is too much for 82 games. Plus practice. And you're a jumper. And you're going to jump. And you're young. And you're young and you're going to jump. Eventually, that body is not holding up. I don't care if it's fat, out of shape, or muscle.
But will just losing weight help that? Or eliminate that?
Yeah, and that's why
Because I think it's the way his torque of how high he gets and the landing, that pounding.
That's what I'm saying, the landing, but you got to remember,
damage.
The weight is coming down. So, and the reason I kept saying, listen, as a power forward in the NBA, he's not going to survive. That's why I kept saying it, because you got to remember, as a power forward, that means he has to stay that weight.
To pound, yeah.
Because he's only 6'6". So that means he has to stay the weight to be as strong or stronger than power forwards. So that means all that jumping is not going to help him year 1, year 2, I don't even want to look year 3. I'm just talking about year 1 and 2 of jumping up and down all the time. And that's why I said he should move to shooting guard. See, if he moves to shooting guard, 6'6", get down to 235, Klay Thompson, Klay, Paul George, who's else? DeRozan, Jimmy Butler. These guys can't. Beal. These guys can't. McCullough. Yeah. These guys can't hold that weight. They can't hold a powerful 235. So you still have the advantage there. And they're like, well, he can't shoot. When Dwayne Wade came in, he was just a driver. He learned later on how. But because he's so fast and strong, it didn't really matter. You're coming downhill. And now you have 60, 55 pounds off your body, which is going to make you faster and more explosive.
That was my prediction. I think he'll get, by year 3, you'll see a shirtless photo. He's cut up. He loses the weight. I think like 250 is where he gets. You don't think he's going to lose weight? You don't think he's going to get 30 pounds in 2 years?
What do you mean 2 years?
By year 3, you said I don't even want to know what year 3 looks like.
You're talking about
year 1, he's not going to lose anything right now.
Why not?
What, maybe 5-10 pounds?
No, he's not going to lose shit right now.
I just said he's not going to lose anything.
Okay, and this is why I say I want to know who their medical staff is and their training staff over there. I heard they got everybody from Phoenix. Heard they bought all the training staff from Phoenix. The reason I'm concerned is because if he was 285, 290 on draft day, and he's been in your program for at least 90 days, and he still looks 285 to 300, there's a problem there. Because NBA, you're gaining. If you come in at 285, by the time April comes, you're 10 to 15 pounds heavier. Period. Gatorade, traveling, bad eating. Because you remember, like when you seen Kevin Love lose weight, it's the summer. They're losing DeAndre Jordan. They lose weight in the summer. That's why when you see LeBron and the season's over with, he's already working on his body. They keep that weight. I want to get smaller. You want to get smaller. So the fact that he's going to gain 10 to 15 pounds each year, that means he has to have a really great summer program of just losing weight and then try to maintain it throughout the season. If not,
yeah, we don't want to know. It won't be good.
I just don't want to. I don't want to say the next prediction.
Nope, don't do it. Don't do it.
I just don't want to say
do
the
it.
next
We want to
one
see him
because-
come back because he looked good early. We all wanted to know what his game was going to be like in preseason. He looked good.
Are you asking me, was I impressed?
Probably not. I wasn't asking, no.
I mean, I was in.
I was excited to see how that was going to work out.
I was 50-50. I was glad he was playing well. I wasn't impressed on how he was being played. How he's being played does not dictate the next great.
Right, but that's going to get adjusted too.
Because you got to remember, he is 6'6", you're playing him at the power forward. So if he takes a power forward, if he takes Anthony Davis off the dribble or JaVale off the dribble, am I really hyped about that? No. But it gives false entitlement to what he can be because now he's just Blake Griffin. Just a smaller Blake Griffin. Amari Stoudemire. Someone's going to be doing pick and rolls, and he's just going to be running in, feeding the ball. He's running at the rim. You're not going to be a great if you're being spoon-fed like
Spoon-fed.
What does it say?
I don't know.
I said food.
I think you said it backward.
Food-fed.
Spoon-fed. This has been a long episode.
Yeah, so if you've been spoon-fed like you're just some animal in a zoo. Like here's your dinner.
Yeah, you don't survive in the wild.
You're not gonna survive. Like you're not gonna survive because you're not learning how to create your own buckets. Like LeBron, Magic, Kareem. These guys create their own offense. Jordan, they're creating their own offense. Kobe's, they're creating their own. They're creating for others. right now, all offense being created for him. And I say, listen, preseason and summer league, I'm putting the ball in his hand. No, I'm not going to fucking run no back doors. And I already know you know how to do that. That's not what this is about. If we lose by 100, we lose by 100. That's not what this is about. What this is about is you being comfortable doing what you do. Here's the ball, create your own offense.
And that's
Zion, zip her up. Zip her up. No, you're not. No. We're not going against the fucking 4-man. That's easy. Go against someone your height, your guard. I want to see you beat a guard. Let's go. No, get out the post. Every time you got a small guy, get out the post. He didn't even post. Just get out the post. He got the offensive rebound. Nope, I don't want to see. I already know you know how to do that. Here's the ball on the wing. Go. I don't care. I don't care if you go 0 for 20. That is not the point. The point is I'm trying to have you learn how to be great at this position. So summer league doesn't matter to me, right? We don't, and preseason don't matter, but I need you to do it.
So you can experiment.
I don't want you to. We can't experiment during the season.
Not during the season, right?
So we're gonna experiment right now, and see how we do it. Run that wing. Let me see how you run. Okay, you're doing great. Here, zip her up. Go ISO. Zip her up. A flare screen. Come off a double pin down. I want to see how you do this instead of you just sitting here playing an oddball position, because the guy who's sticking you obviously is a big man. So obviously he's not going to be able to keep up with you going back door and getting the ball up top and faking right, going left. Obviously he can, but I can go to that during the season. I'm not going to go to it right now. Like I'm not. Like, you know, if you're left-handed, hey, this game, don't you drive left. Not one fucking you drive left, I'm subbing you the fuck out. All right. That's how you're supposed to be coaching when you have. Those are the periods. This is that. Use live situations. Like it's too easy. Like Lonzo, don't do no fucking left step back, bro. I already know you do that. Go to the basket right-handed.
Because how else would you get better?
Go to the right. I want you to go all the way right. No, go all the way right. Keep going. Don't you fake right, step back, go and put it back in your left hand and do the step back left hand. That's your go-to move. Do a right hand, do right step back. I want to see the right step back. Doesn't exist. Go right all the way. Get fouled. Shoot some free throws. Doesn't exist. That's how you're supposed to get your players better. Like, but if your player, like, that's what I'm saying. It's like, what is having a coaching staff and all this staff, and you're paying millions too, and they're not making your product fucking better? Like when I seen Zoe, I said, I'm done. I'm not watching this shit no more. I'm not watching the same left-hand step back again for the third year. I already know he does that. That's his move. That's his move. Left-hand step back, spot up three. That's what he does. Zoe, pass up head, pass it around, step back going left, spot up shot. Excellent Zoe. Bad Zoe, drive right, move right, dribble, pull up going right. Does not exist. Third year, does not exist still. Zoe go right, don't want to get fouled because he doesn't want to go to the free throw line.
But that's not on the head coach. Basically, when it's game
It's
time,
on the head coach if I got to coach it.
to know what they should be doing. What they have to work with, though, is...
I'm the head coach. This is the product that's coming out there. It's flawed. Take it back to the lab.
That's on the player to develop.
Hey, I got to coach it. You can't go right, and you can't make a layup going right. You can't pull up going right. You go to the free throw. That means you're not going to do nothing. So if someone gives you this, you're not going to do it. That means you're a one-sided player, half a player. 25% of a player that's defense, you're no good to me. Go to the fucking lab. Sit after practice. Do this. Go right. Push him right. Do this. Do that. Learn it. So when you get in the game, I have a better player. But as the NBA, since I was there, they don't babysit. They don't teach you. You got to teach yourself.
That's the best lesson to learn. You got to teach yourself. You're accountable for yourself. That's being a pro.
But got to remember, accountability comes with understanding what you're good at and what you're not. Like when the season was over with, and I hit Donovan Mitchell, and he worked on it all summer. And I said, what an amazing year you've had, last 2 years.
This was, you hit him after rookie season.
No. After this season. After last season. Last season was rookie season.
Season 2, yeah.
After season 2, in the playoffs. And I said, the reason you struggled in the playoffs a little, and you don't go right. I said, you're a right-handed player, but because you're a 2-foot jumper, you always want to get back towards the left. So you can lean, and gain your power. So, but when you go right, you're like, you got the scoop shots, you got the little, you have no jumping ability going towards your right. All your jumping ability comes left because you're 2-footed. So what ends up happening is when you're going right, subconsciously, you already know what's happening, so you're going to try to pull back left and get to your left side. So I said, this summer, work on that only. All the other stuff, you already got that a little bit. You already got that. You got this. This is a flaw. This is a big flaw that you need to understand on why. So when they're pushing you right in your game, like I said, you went 2 for 20. 18 of those shots, you had to move right. I said, just like you guys was pushing James Harden to one side to try to contain him. That's what they were doing to you. It's just push his ass to his right hand. Because even though he's a right-handed player, this is not his strong hand because he's not a 1-foot jumper. See, if you was a 1-foot jumper and you jumped off your left, that would have been a problem.
So when he goes to his right, it's the gather that would take him more time to get a shot off.
Yeah, because 2-foot is a 2-foot jumper is
left, right, not right.
No. Right, left.
Left, right.
Right, left. No. It's right, left.
Going to your right.
No, if he's going to his left.
Right.
So he wants to plant right, left, jump. When he's going to his right,
it's left, right.
He can't go. They can't go left. I mean, they can't go right, left.
Yeah, you have to go left, right.
And that's not how they're. You got to remember.
Or just jump stop.
But it's still the motion of how that 2-foot jumper goes. So when they're coming, it's a natural boom, boom, pow. When they're going this way, he can't do his natural. So that's why they can't jump going that way. Because it's
But what
the
he has
lean.
to work on is work on left, right, going right.
No, he has to just work on exploding off the one. So when they push you,
Off his left.
Just off his left as a single jump. I had Jason Richardson, so I knew.
You saw it.
Yeah, I knew. So that's what I said. It's different type of jump. So I had to tell him that, and he worked on it all summer. But you got to remember, that's a young kid understanding. Instead of saying, man, fuck all that, I averaged 20 my rookie year, 20 this year, I ain't listening to you. Instead of him saying that, it's like, okay, you know what, thank you, man. I was trying to figure out what the hell was going on. And then I'm going to the lab, and that's all I'm working on. And was in the lab working on it.
And that's the thing that you can't measure, you can't predict, like the heart in somebody that wants to work. Not everybody has that.
Yeah.
And the guys that are already good, pretty good, but they put in extra work to be great.
No, it's like this. It's like, you're all good at something. We're great at something. That's what gets us to certain stages of our career. Work on what you can't do, what you're afraid to do. Have somebody really critique your game without being offended.
And listen to them.
Without being offended. You know what I mean? So, you have somebody sit there, videotape you, watch you, and say, what don't I do? And they'll tell you, well, you don't go right. Like I can tell you, when Lou goes left, it's going to be a straight lean shot. That's what he's great at. You know what I mean? That's his go-to move. So you have to understand, like I know Kevin Durant, I know his dribble pattern. I know James Harden. Okay, we're going to dribble one shot, 1, 2, step back, 1, 2, 3, go, 1, 2, 3, 4, step back. He plays in a rhythm.
Always rhythm, right?
He plays. It's a rhythm. It's a rhythm play. So all you do is just figure out the rhythm. You know, it's not easy to stop, but I'm just saying, it's a rhythm. So it's like if I told James Harden, this is your rhythm, he'd sit there and say, then he'd change up his rhythm.
Right, but the rhythm for him is natural. So it's just
It's him. Yeah, it's him.
Combos. As a defender, you're not sitting there trying to count and get you, I'm going to break that rhythm.
Yeah, but you got to remember, no one's studying that much any goddamn way. Because you're playing so many players, blah, 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 blah. You're not sitting there studying James Harden's rhythm. And that's why he keeps bopping everyone. This is why everyone's so good, because it's not like I'm playing you 82 games. You know, I'm playing you one game here, see you in January, see you in March. Yeah.
Maybe playoffs.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's the lesson for today.
Yeah.
We came to the classroom with the chalkboard.
Yeah.
All right, more to come.